Okay, we're going to bring this meeting to order. Before we start, I want everybody to understand that this meeting is being videotaped and recorded, okay? Just so everybody's aware. Okay, bring the meeting to order with a pledge to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, Mike, what's the weight stuff?
Hey.
Oh,
Alright,
Okay,
Let
what's
me make
that?
sure I got everybody, just because I added people.
Yep.
So I got Jody, Rich, Harvey, Nathan.
No, you don't got Harvey
Yeah.
resigned.
He's still
You have
here.
Albert.
Alright. Ray, Brittany, Albert. Then I got Mark McMurray, Deanna Watkins. Bill Davey.
Yep.
Carol Dashton, Lorelai Colton, Mike Miosi, George Morris. Right, besides adding George.
Yep.
Jennings up there at the top.
And Scott May.
I have Scott on there.
Oh, thanks, Sherry.
Well, no, because you've been under Canton Borough.
Oh,
And
okay.
now I've got to add you as
Okay.
fire company.
All right, not a problem.
This is the most names I think my board has ever had on it.
Missing one from McNatt, that's it.
yeah, they don't come, they
They
haven't
don't
come.
come.
They never come anyways.
Okay, I'm good, Richard.
Okay, so everybody, this is our new representative for Canton Borough, Deanna Watkins. I'm pretty sure everybody knows you, but thank you for coming on board with the borough, and thank you for being the borough's representative for us. So basically, you are a voting member. Everything we do here as a board is just like you do at the borough. A motion is made, seconded. Everybody gets to vote, one person per municipality. Let's keep it even. So you guys will have to decide who's voting. But anyway, so yeah, thank you very much for coming. And every other month we do this. So,
If you have any questions, feel free to
Yep.
ask.
and if anybody from the board, it's a very hard thing to figure out because there's three basic entities to this. There's this, which is Canton Fire Department Operations, which deals with the tax money that we bring in. Okay, that's what this board governs. Then we have the Ennis Hose Company fundraising, which is all the money we raise, which is a separate entity than this. And then we have the Relief Association, which is a total separate entity. It's very confusing. All you really have to worry about yourselves is this. But if anybody ever has any questions about how anything works, we would gladly show you. If you would like to tour our firehouse anytime, we can explain what we do, how we do the best we can, because we do a lot of things. So, anyway, yeah, just don't be afraid to ask. And we're usually there every Monday night, but we won't be next week because of our carnival. Starts Tuesday night, but usually we're there every Monday night for trainings, work bees, whatever. Anybody's welcome. We get there about 6 o'clock or at any other time if anybody would like a tour and ask questions. So, all right. Okay, so we'll continue with our meeting. Is there any visitors who would like to make comments? No. Okay. All right. So everybody has a copy of the minutes that we passed out. We tend not to just read them out loud to everybody because most people can do that. It was quite a lengthy meeting the last time, so
Make a motion to approve.
okay,
Second.
Who's that, Nathan?
Yes.
motion's been made and seconded to approve the minutes as presented. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Okay, ayes have it. Where we at here? I forgot where I was at.
Treasurer.
Treasurer's report, yeah.
May invoices total $10,511.93. June invoices totaled $17,783.59. With the addition of, I paid a bill today for Western Alliance for QR supplies for $453.01.
That's medical equipment for our quick responder truck.
We've received first quarter payment from McNett, second quarter Union, and the balance of the first quarter for Canton Borough. Account balances are listed.
Hey, Jody.
Yes, sir.
The leaf blower up there at Baldwin's, that was supposed to be paid out of the equipment fund.
Okay. All right. Okay. It should have been. Okay, I'll transfer money to cover that. Okay.
I'll make a motion, we accept the treasurer's report.
I'll second.
Okay, motion made and seconded to accept treasurer's report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. I gotta look, cause I don't know, I'm just tired tonight, but Chief's report?
All right, y'all have the response totals. April, 22 calls. And in May, 22 calls. Year to date, 253 for our calendar year from October through now.
Yeah. So we have a calendar year and a fiscal year, so our calendar year is October to, through September. And our fiscal year starts, obviously, like everybody else, beginning of the year, so. Yep. Okay, any old business? Obviously, there's
Old business, Canton Borough finally signed their contract. They agreed after they got all the paperwork to pay the 2024 rate. Their check was signed last night. It will be mailed out tomorrow, so it gets here by the 15th, which is the deadline date.
So they didn't agree to pay the extra?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. They're paying the 2024 contract rate.
I'm not sure how or why it happened, but so what we had to do is we got notification from them that we had to get a lawyer to talk to their lawyer. Okay, so basically we took all the paperwork up that we'd already given them and gave it to our lawyer. He made a bunch of copies of it and gave it to their lawyer, and mysteriously everything was okay. So that's how it got settled. Okay, so
It's just a game.
well, yeah. So during the lawyer's discovery, their lawyer told our lawyer that basically the same thing.
Yep.
Difference in personalities, whatever, and
Yep.
but hopefully we're through all that. Don't have to deal with it again. So, and so
It's good you got it all
Yep.
squared
Yep.
away. It's not good for a community, let alone you guys.
Burrow's got enough
Glad
problems.
it all got rectified, and I hope it's done and buried and
Yep.
move on to the future now,
that's the way I want to look at it.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we will
Very
be.
stressful, I can tell you that.
What do you think will be the problem then?
I don't.
Well, in that other one that said that, the the fire department didn't give them the paperwork that was in the contract. Is that true? Or?
That you got the same contract they got.
Yep.
You got the same paperwork.
That's why
they
she
got.
requested all your guys' contract to make sure nothing was different.
Yeah.
She didn't get
And
ours.
Alba didn't do it.
You, two smart ones.
But anyway, I would just like to put all that behind us and just move forward in a positive manner from here because, you know, people need our help, and to tell you the truth, none of us need to be losing sleep for 5 months over something that's so petty. So, you know, there was a misunderstanding and it just got blown way out of proportion, and it's all back in the ring now, so we're okay, I hope. So, let's hope for that.
Other old business, y'all got the nice fancy old pictures there. That's the truck it's sitting down in New Jersey, awaiting everything to get finalized by Department of Ag.
The federal government.
Hopefully here in a couple of weeks we'll have something and that truck will come home.
What's the holdup on it? I thought you were gonna get it after the,
Well,
Paperwork.
back in January, when we had all the final paperwork, the man from the USDA said submit it. It's a 30-day process for closing. What is the month now?
Like everything else.
Dealing with feds. And now they keep basically wanting more this paper and that paper, and so we think we're on the final paper they sent us. They had to have our lawyers fill something out, and that's supposedly at this time. We'll see. Okay?
There'll
I
be
don't know.
another paper.
We've never
Right
dealt
behind
with
it.
the federal government like this before,
Always.
so we didn't really anticipate, we didn't know what to anticipate.
well, you never probably, federal government never owned a piece of your equipment neither.
Right, so,
Yeah.
They got their hands in everything now.
but it's progressing. Supposedly there's one more paper they need. We gotta push our lawyer a little bit. He's had it for a week, so we're
Hey, they're hoping to have it at the old home day. Guess ain't gonna happen.
Not
It
gonna
ain't gonna
happen,
happen.
sorry buddy. Maybe next year.
July 4th?
Yeah, next year.
next year. But anyway, so
Well,
Hopefully.
you'll have to drive it through town on the day you get it anyways and
we will.
have a good
Yep.
old,
We will. We will let everybody know the day that comes home, and yep.
Okay,
They
the
would wanna expedite that, you know?
the county grant, what I put in for, the 24,969. They offered the fire department's 25,000. We got approved for ours for the radios. So hopefully this week, when I go to the chief's meeting, the commissioners have the check, so we can go ahead and order them radios and then pass down some of our radios to the ones that are 15 and 20 years old for the fire police and some of them. EMR class, all 6 of us are completed, all passed practicals. All we have left is scheduling our national registry test. I have mine on Monday I'm taking. But all 6 of us passed everything from the state.
Good deal.
yay.
See, I don't know if everybody, all you realize, but we are a unit that responds to medical emergencies as well. We developed that probably 20 years ago because there's a lack of ambulances, not just here, but everywhere. And our people were waiting for medical help for hours sometimes. So we had enough EMTs and things that we started a quick response unit. We do not transport. It's that little white Ford that you see us going all over in. And we have all the supplies that an ambulance has on it. We go and treat and take care of people, but until an ambulance can arrive, and it's very busy, trust me, and it's getting worse
Is it?
all the time. Seems to be more and more people are calling 911 for help, and there's less and less ambulances available in the county. So
What is it majority of the time?
could be anything from cardiac arrest. They just had one last week, to any medical emergency that there's not an
We
ambulance.
done,
Huh?
yeah,
ODs?
ODs,
OBs,
OBs,
AED?
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Anything an ambulance can
Since
get
I-
called to, we get called to.
Since October '92, medical calls.
since last October
Yep.
that we've been dispatched to, so.
There's a criteria.
Yeah.
As the dispatches.
It's gotta be
Yeah.
second due our area or
a,
cardiac.
And like that cardiac arrest last week, the ambulance came from South Creek.
yeah, well, 'cause
So-
they were
We-
busy. I
We
mean,
heard about that. Was it, did they go through Alva?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just
Oh,
busy.
yeah, we
I
heard about
mean,
that.
Yeah, they come from Crossroads, they were staged because both our ambulance, Canton and Troy's, were gone.
We got a good lesson with that. We had a disaster drill, or mass casualty incident drill at the Troy Fairgrounds. They had a plan in place, the county did, of how many ambulances could come from wherever. Well, Western Alliance, just before that actually dispatched for the drill, Western Alliance had 2 calls.
Then there was
Mansfield had 2 calls.
there was a structure fire out in the valley.
Structure fire in the valley. Guthrie Memorial Ambulance had 2
You
calls.
didn't need
So we
any
had
training.
We had no ambulances, basically. You know, we had lots of patients to take care of, and we couldn't get them anywhere for a long time because that's a normal day in this county,
Yeah.
in Tioga County and wherever, you know.
Did you
it's
see a
just-
day when Canton will have their own ambulance in the fire department?
How many
Nah.
ambulances are there between Troy and Canton and in-house?
Maybe 4 that run all the time.
I thought more than that.
We used to have more than that. There's more than that in the building in Troy, but they don't
Probably
work.
at least 8 in the building in Troy.
They don't
Yeah.
run.
Station.
Just not enough runners?
Well, half of them don't even run.
Yeah, half of them are out of service.
Because the vehicles don't run?
Yeah, I mean, they're running ambulances with 300,000-400,000 miles on them. Just is
Don't
what
tell
it
me
is.
They're not making any money, they can buy new.
Well, you know, they had a lot of money taken from them. It takes
Right.
a long time to catch that up when somebody's paying $50 a month, I guess. So, I don't know. That's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But,
the ambulance companies don't get the grants and things like
Nope.
that that
They
fire
should.
departments.
They
And
should.
you're right, they should,
Absolutely.
because their ambulance calls are probably, what, 3 to 1? 4 to 1?
oh, easy, yeah.
Yeah, Western, I think last year run a little over 3,000. That's with their transfers.
So only 6 of you go for the medical though?
No.
Well,
No.
we
You all do?
We have a
already
lot of
have
responders.
EMTs and EMRs. We just had 6 go through the 6
Oh.
more
Go
go
through the
through.
class.
4. So
To be able
Additional.
to get.
To be able to be a licensed provider to treat.
treat
Do we
people.
get any money for that?
No.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
The day I showed up to help you, I was on the fire truck, not the ambulance, if you remember when you got your finger caught in the fan or whatever.
Oh, I can't never forget that.
Yeah.
No.
You know, because there wasn't any ambulances around. that
Also, the
day.
ambulance companies, a good example is they go pick up an overdose victim. They give them the Narcan, get a backup and
Yeah.
stuff. 9 times out of 10, that person doesn't have insurance, doesn't,
Right.
and
Yeah.
They aren't getting
There's
So
some,
nobody
guess
to
what?
pay.
right, yeah, contribution back or anything.
ambulance company has to buy all the supplies. They don't get reimbursed for any of that.
And there needs to be insurance reform.
Yeah,
I mean, the ambulances aren't getting reimbursed, but
The county will give
what
it
they're
to
billing
them.
for.
right.
Yeah, so, and Medicare, Medicaid, and the insurance companies are doing to the ambulance companies exactly what they're doing to the little small town pharmacies. They're not reimbursing the small companies. Like Guthrie has ambulances at Towanda Hospital. They get the most reimbursement because they're hospital based. Western Alliance is a private company and they only have so many ambulances, so they get less money. You know, it's just the way it is. But we do this because we might go on 80% of the calls where people would be okay without us, but that 20% of the people, they need help or they're going to die. And that's what we're there for, you know, and that's why we do it. We have a huge territory. I mean, we have about 200 square miles of territory that we take care of people in. That sounds like a lot.
In
but-
in Canton?
well, we have Alba Borough, Canton Borough, Canton Township, Leroy, Union Township, Half Award Township, McNett Township. That's a big area that we take care of.
3 counties, 7 municipalities.
You
Well,
know?
with
half
Trout
of them
Run,
are
they
dirt
got their
roads.
Ambulance now down there with paid people, right?
Yeah, they have a paid crew of people that run the first due fire truck or the first due ambulance.
Okay.
But it's
So Hepburnville, Ralston,
and
Trout
Trout
Run.
Run, yeah.
and
merged.
Yep, so, can I see that here someday? Probably. When we build our new fire station, we are definitely making room for that. It probably won't be able to be volunteers because they're too busy. I mean, we all have to work. I wish we had that many retired people to run again, but I can see that, a paid ambulance crew being down there or whatever, but.
How are we making out down there?
Really, we haven't done anything. We're just trying to save money, you know.
Where are you planning on building?
We bought property out of fundraising money. It stops where PD Pepper's dirt parking lot is, and it goes over to Bev Griffin's. There's a yellow house and a bunch of fields around it. We bought that property a year or two ago.
That house isn't.
No. There's nothing. We're gonna use it for training, but yeah, the well was dry. There is sewer there, but like, it's a tiny little house.
It's not wet, is it?
The basement of that house is wet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Town sewer go down there?
Yes.
Yes.
Town sewer goes down there. That's a big deal, so. Yeah, so basically, you know, we do a lot of fundraisers and we're saving money and, you know, gonna look for an option, but this fire truck project kinda has sidetracked.
What kind of building are you gonna build? Do you have any idea?
Well, it'll be a pre-engineered metal building, you know. I don't know. It depends where on the lot we can build as to what shape it'll be. So I have a couple different site plans that we've had made up not to move the power lines, but we'd like to move the power lines, but we can't get Penelec to give us a price. So.
There's another one of them you gotta stay after.
Well, yeah, I know. But even like they gave me a price in Alba to put my own power in out to my shop, he told me it'd be $3,500. It was $9,500. You know, so I don't know even what their price would be worth. But right now we're just in the phase, let's get through this fire truck and then we're going to start pushing on that. You know, that may or may not be the property. We keep hearing rumors that there's another property close by that's going to be up for sale. That would be a better property. And I have a standing offer to sell that property anytime I want to.
What are they doing on the property before Landon's down here? Somebody told me it was a pond.
That's in Canton Township. I don't know, what are they doing?
Where's this?
Down
the Bruins.
the Bruin Farm.
Water storage.
Water reclamation facility.
That's what I heard.
No, they're not gonna it's a storage and that's it.
Just storage now?
Storage, well, I heard what you heard.
Yeah, originally it was supposed to be a reclamation.
Yeah.
They never said that. It was gonna be storage and that's it.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Yep. So anyway, that, I guess we got off the subject there, but I was explaining what we do with our medical unit, so, and how busy it is, so.
Penelec was gonna charge Alba $5,000 to set a light pole on Cemetery
Yeah,
Street.
yep.
So
I
we
see
set our
guys
own
put
pole and
solar
put a
light.
solar light on it.
Yep.
All right, the ladder truck went through its yearly test and certification. We had one required item which got to be corrected. Water monitor position light at the pedestal shows both the water tower and rescue light. This only occurred after water monitor was pinned to the water tower and then rescued back. It's just a switch which got to be worked on.
Brand new switches, and it worked right up to that point, and then that day that Ray called me, it's like.
As you heard, we run QR calls. Our rescue truck is also QR certified vehicle. During our truck checks this past first of the month there, our first Monday, the suction unit on that truck is about 21 years old. It finally crapped the bed. It's a required item. They don't make that model, so you can't get parts or anything for it anymore. So I would like permission to spend $1,199, which I have a budget of $1,500 for QR supplies and that. This will put us just a little bit over that budget for the year because we just bought supplies. This new unit will go on the QR truck since that's primarily used for QRS, and the unit what's on the QRS truck will go in the rescue truck.
Right,
So,
what is it?
The lateral suction unit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
that we've used twice in the
that will be another thing. Yep.
So I like,
I make a motion to go ahead and purchase that. It's a needed item.
Yeah, we have.
well, it's a
do that.
required item.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's required too. Yeah.
I'll second it.
Suction unit, yeah, it's required that we carry it.
Motion?
So Ray made a motion.
No.
Mike,
Mike
Mike
made
made
a
a motion,
I'll second it.
okay.
Windows, second.
Seconded to purchase the suction unit to replace our old
Is there
broken
any
one.
warranty on this new one?
Well, the last one lasted a little over 20 years.
Yeah, I know.
So
You're talking about new equipment nowadays,
Yeah,
I'm sure they come with
warranty.
warranty and everything. I didn't print off all the pages.
okay, so a motion's been made and
The
seconded to
picture ended
purchase,
up printing off wide.
purchase the suction unit. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay,
All right, we have a computer budget, and through this county grant program, one of the fire departments got the Apple iPads for their trucks. We have this app, it's called I Am Responding. It brings up the dispatch on it. It will give you directions to it. And then for like the borough, since we have hydrants, you can bring up the hydrants on there. I've started getting some of the pre-plans from some of the businesses, and school's going to get me, so all the pre-plans will be uploaded in there. Also, so if we happen to go to one of them places where it has a layout like McComb Manor or now, well, for instance, today I was down in Moore Trucking. They're having solar panels put in down there. It's going to have where the shutoff is marked, so on their maps it will show where the shutoff is for the solar panels and cutoff switch and everything else. So this information will be readily available in the trucks. 8 of the Apple iPads, which are the 9th gen, the iPad holders, the mount bases, the drill down hardware, and the Pro case, and it will cost $295 a month and 92 cents a month for the FirstNet, which is AT&T, for the Wi-Fi. I'm getting 8 of them to start with. It'd be for the 7 vehicles, and I'll have one to have on scene to take pictures and get information for reports and everything. So I'd like to get approval for that. It's $3,535.28.
Say it again.
3535.28.
can we map dry hydrants too? Like,
The dry hydrants we can put on there. The dry hydrants should be already on where they're located already in our mapping area. So if we get dispatched to Union Township, if they have any dry hydrants up there, they should already be on the map.
okay, I just wondered
Yeah.
if it was crossing counties,
Yeah.
so that we could,
Anything in our coverage area.
Okay,
And then, so each month we'll have a $295.92
what's that, where's that fall in your,
AT&T bill.
where's that fall in your, I don't have a budget with me, but,
The only thing that wouldn't be covered under the budget would be the monthly charge for the Wi-Fi.
for the cell service, you mean?
Yeah, for the cell service.
What happens if there is no cell service?
Well, they won't
You won't be
It
able
won't
to
work,
use it?
but they're working on that right now. The county
Okay.
is working with all these wireless, mostly AT&T. All these new towers are putting up. AT&T and them are jumping on them towers, so there's continuous cell coverage.
I don't know.
The only thing that would be the drawback right there with.
Yeah,
That's the only thing.
yeah,
The rest of it is just coming in our
Yeah.
times is what
Yeah.
we're doing. What everything is computers and.
yeah.
Where would the money come from out of your budget for the monthly
The
fee?
That I just said,
I
that's
didn't
the only
understand.
thing what's not included in
Okay.
my budget would be the monthly fee. So it would have to be picked up out of office supplies or something that ain't used out of that budget if we had the extra.
See, 3,000.
Can you see that in there? have a budget?
$3,600 a year.
No.
No, it'd be,
No,
it'd
it'd
be,
Sherry, Sherry, to what?
$295.92.
$3,540 a year.
Yeah. Well, I was rounding it up.
What all will it do to benefit, other than knowing where the shut-offs are and doing the reporting? That pretty much-
the mapping, yep. Dry hydrants,
Do you have to pay for like updates?
no, that's automatic up, it's like the I am responding. It automatically feeds out the updates. They actually just did an update. I don't know if you guys noticed when you got on there and you click it and it shows
It's all different.
yeah, so,
Paid for this program.
yeah, the county bought this I am responding program for the whole county.
Typically, each department has to have their own subscription. So
Okay.
the county did it for all.
If you didn't use
For
it.
5
if you
years.
didn't use it, they were gonna take it away
Yep.
from you, so.
So, if you haven't been up to our station, up in our station, we have 2 TVs in the bay. So when we get a call, it will have the incident up there and should have a map of the location. And then if people get on their phone like they should, they can hit respond to the station, or like the officer going to the scene or the fire police, it will have a list of people responding.
Do you guys get Act 13 money?
No.
No.
Only if the municipalities give it to us.
You can have ours. We don't have very much.
No, I know you don't.
We won't talk to Ord though.
Well, and they're about due to quit anyway.
8, yes, it will be the 7 trucks and then 1 for myself to use for reports and,
And the grant has been approved then for these?
No.
no, the grant was for the radios. This, I was asking for computers out of the computer budget.
I need to get a budget because I'm not understanding where the other $3,000 is
Office
gonna.
supplies, you only have $1,100 in for the year.
That's not a whole different.
I want to make.
Well, I just wanted to bring it up. I mean, we can
Yeah.
look at it at a later date or whatever, but
I
I
mean,
would sort of
because
see, we need to get a line item for that one if we've only got $1,100 in there.
but I have 3,500 or something for computers.
The monthly fee though.
Yeah,
That's what we
yeah.
have to figure out.
Yeah.
Well, what do we got for phone usage?
Phone, you have $5,000 and you're at 2206.56 right now.
So it should be an extra $3,500 a year.
and we're already over on truck maintenance, I understand. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
unfortunately, thanks truck 1.
I just think we're gonna have to table this and make it. a
All right,
budget
that's
item.
fine. I just brought
That's
it
my
up.
opinion, but
I just brought it up.
because this year was the first year we had a budget increase in 4 years. And the truck maintenance is killing us, has killed us over the years too, but,
You had a budget increase last year.
yeah, well,
Probably have to have one next year.
What was the
Can
price
I
of the
ask a
computer?
question about this?
What was the price of the?
So you have the money in your budget for the iPads?
no.
Well,
And the computers, yeah. I'm-
where's the computers? Right here. 3,500 was budgeted for the computers.
Okay, so if you buy the iPads now, then, and use the iPads, because you can use them, you can put maps in them, you can use them for a light in the vehicles,
We just won't have the Wi-Fi.
you won't have Wi-Fi.
You gotta have the Wi-Fi. You gotta have the Wi-Fi to use that app.
Ray, Ray,
Yeah, yeah.
Ray, why don't you buy the iPads out of the equipment fund, which is fundraising, and then in your computers, you would have enough to pay the monthly expense.
We can do that. We'll just wait till, well, I guess we'll get approval, if we can get approval to do the FirstNet, to pay for the cell service out of the computers from you guys, and I'll get approval for the iPads.
June 30th
Yeah.
at 12:30.
So you're gonna use
Why
that
12:30?
That's
We
what
have a
our
Sunday meeting.
fund for this
Yeah.
subscription every year?
I thought I was really missing.
No,
No, just for this year.
What are you gonna do next year though?
I'm just being a smarty.
We'll-
Add to
Yeah.
budget again.
We tend to do
Yeah.
that.
Or change it around, Ray, if
Or-
you got the money.
We take something
Do the-
somewhere.
Take it
do
from the equipment
iPads
fund.
and have equipment pick up the subscription.
You're allowed
So the
to
hose
switch
company
around a
has
little. I
subscription.
mean, that
Yeah.
was a contention, wasn't it, anyway?
Yeah.
If you've got the money for the tablets in your budget there, get the tablets and have hose company pick up the subscription, then it's,
That'd probably be good or better.
Take it out of the equipment fund. And
yeah.
That's fine.
That's up to these guys.
I'll make a motion to that.
So you're purchasing the iPads out of your computer, $3,500 computer?
Yeah, it's gonna run over $35
That's okay.
because it's actually paying the first
Oh, this is an old one.
subscription.
No, it's not.
No, I know, but it hasn't been updated with the new expenses.
Well, yes, it has. If there's nothing there, nothing's been done.
Well, yeah, but like this is already gone, QRS supplies.
No, you only got
Problem- one of the
453. She
problems
just
is
got it
in
today.
our
The
town,
check,
there's
she
no
said it
cell
wasn't on there.
service For the most part.
So the first month is included in this 3,500. So we'll actually,
Only all for 11.
yeah,
Wow.
and we'll pay that out of the remainder.
Actually, it'll be 6 months this year,
Yeah,
before your new
yeah.
year starts.
Yep.
So actually, we'll go, because the first month's included in this thing, it's gonna put the computer budget over $35.28.
I'll second Mark's.
There, his motion.
George's.
Okay, I'll second it.
You gotta have the equipment, you can't do the job.
Yeah, it's just one of the ways this world's going to, and eventually, I'm sure for like QRS, there's gonna be a printable form where we can frickin' go in there, where the squad, they can take that in there, get all the information.
What's QRS?
That's
Quick
quick,
response.
that's the medical.
But you don't
Thank
want
you.
your people going into a building and not know where shut-offs are and electric
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I just wish Wi-Fi service was better in
Yeah.
the area. That's the only thing that,
yeah, and the counties are working on it, all the counties, they're putting up new towers and AT&T's jumping at them and,
Would 10 West help?
no,
No, it has to be,
Cell service.
cell service,
Cellular.
because they're gonna be in the trucks.
oh, I see.
Yeah, that's cellular.
Well, what's this broadband that Bradford County wants to
well,
jump on?
they're working on broadband too.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be a big boost for Bradford County. And
Okay,
So a motion been made and seconded to buy the iPads out of operations.
Yeah.
And for now, the equipment fund will pay for the cellular service.
Yes.
How many are you getting?
it's 8.
But that can't, you know, in my opinion, adding to this, I mean, the equipment fund, that's fundraising money. We can't take $200 and some a month out forever. We just can't do that. I mean, that will have to go into the budget
Yeah,
for next year,
He
so,
has a certain amount we do to the budget. It
yes,
doesn't matter what line item really it comes out of.
I understand. I'm just
As
saying
long
it'll
as
have
we
to be
stay
added as a
under
line,
that
it'll have to be,
Budgeted amount that we have.
it'll have to be added as a line item expense next year.
Yes.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so, all right,
And
all in
these are in
favor?
the trucks or in in the fires?
No, they're iPads,
Well,
they're,
They'll be mounted in the trucks,
Oh, in the truck.
Yeah,
in the trucks, yes,
then he'll have one of his own, in his own truck.
right. So I can get insurance information,
Anything.
photos,
yeah.
whatever, because we have to go in, the state gets an incident report. Well, we got to fill out, and for like structure fires or whatever, you can upload photos, insurance information, and all that.
What brand are you?
Apple. iPads.
Yep. 9th generation.
They should be good.
Well, that means
Yeah, they should be
absolutely
good.
nothing to me.
Well, it's top
Well,
of
it's
mind.
Well,
8
yeah.
generations newer than the first one.
Yeah.
Of course.
As
So,
soon as you buy them, they're
Like we can
outdated.
go 13 to 25, I don't know.
Yep.
all right, I just,
Okay, so I have a motion on the floor to purchase 8 iPads out of operations budget, computer line item, hose company, fundraising, equipment fund will pay the monthly fee until we can get it into a
then-
line item into
Yep. this
this budget next year. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Okay, what's next?
I just wanted to give you a heads up with the QRS, what we're going to do, in case you see some signs floating around. We do a lot of cardiac arrests. We're going to look at purchasing a auto pulse thing. This one here is a Lifeline arm.
CPR device that does
It's a
compressions.
CPR device that does compressions.
We just got an AED.
We just got an
at-
AED
Yeah.
at
at the
church.
church,
Well, this
yeah.
here will do the compressions. So, like when we waited 25 minutes for South Creek the other night, we were manually doing that. This here will do it for us. It's $15,000 during the fair. One of the vendors
How
down
much?
$15,000. One of the vendors is going to be giving donations, so we're going to have things saying a portion of the proceeds is going towards this. The donations at the gate's going to go to this. I'm going to hit up all the clubs, the Red Run, Legion, all them, because they got like their ticket sales. They can only keep so much of that. They have to give back to the community on a certain percentage. So we're going to hit them up for donations, and I'm trying to get Chesapeake to donate, but we're going to try to get as much as we can donated, and then whatever don't get donated, the equipment fund's going to purchase the rest, so we have it on the squad to assist us. But yeah,
It's
but
very,
I just want, since we was talking about QRS stuff and everything, that's
Yeah.
one of the things we're looking at that and how we're going about
paying for it. Yep. We probably 3 or 4 times a year are doing CPR manually for a long time before we get an ambulance to transport.
3 or
And,
4 times.
Well, maybe that's a
You lost count.
understatement. That was probably this year already, but,
The other night that you were doing.
No, he didn't make it. He actually was a lifetime member of the fire department too.
if you're gonna save somebody, early compressions and good compressions are what does it.
No,
So,
they
Even if
figured.
they break your ribs and everything,
Yep.
trying.
It's gonna break your
Louis
ribs.
Martin's a living proof.
Who is?
Louis
Louis
Martin.
Martin,
Yep,
down by the East Kent Cemetery.
Yep.
yep. He lives
They
down
brought
in East
him back.
Canton. Yes.
Yeah, his wife,
You don't save them all, but the ones you do save, you wanna give them the best chance
they
possible.
told his wife how to do it over the phone.
Over the
She
phone,
kept
and then
going
Scott
until
and-
the ambulance got
We
there.
all got
Nathan
there
and
quick.
Whitney and Rich and them got there, and
Wow.
no, this guy here, they
What's
figured
his
he
wife's
had
name?
an aneurysm,
Is
filled a
Debbie?
clot. No, Patty.
Patty.
Oh, Pat.
You know Patty. You know who she is. She works for Tina Pickett. She's her secretary or whatever.
That's all I got new, Rich,
Okay.
unless someone else has anything.
Okay. All right. Anybody have anything else for the good of the order? Our next meeting is in August.
August 2nd.
Second Tuesday, which will be August 13th.
I'll text you.
So anyway, next week's our Fireman's Carnival. So nobody has to cook supper next week. Just come down at 5
want
o'clock.
that?
We'll be serving food.
I didn't get it then. I did ask you over messages.
You messaged us and I answered you back.
Yeah, you messaged us on Facebook. He's up to speed here. I seen it come in last night. I said, you better answer him, Jody. She
There
did.
we are.
Liberty Township's good to use your barbecue pit again?
Right there.
Absolutely.
Yes, Do you wanna get that, or you want me to bring it
George
down?
Morris.
Didn't come in. I don't know what happened to it.
You can get it.
I was wondering, I didn't get a reply back from you, but
Just don't lock it.
I come get chicken every year, don't I? Midline. Yep.
Is that for the
That's
old
right, I
home
put it
day?
in my iPad.
Yes.
You better buy funnel cakes too from the
Did somebody
museum.
adjourn us or no? Motion adjourned. Motion
That old
to
home
adjourn.
day from the
Okay,
museum.
we're adjourned.
Second, whoever needs seconded or third.
Thank you, guys.